Hello everybody, this is Alex from Alter Gamer. Today we'll be looking at some gameplay footage of an SPG in World of Tanks. This will be me playing on my half-crappy laptop, so expect a bit of stuttering on during gameplay. This is a tier 5 German Hummel. It's one of the most popular SPGs you'll find. Not only because it does a lot of damage, but also because, well, it's in general a very good gun. It doesn't have an upgraded main gun, and the crew isn't fully experienced, but usually when you're playing an SPG, you do not need expert crew or the perfect gun. Usually you'll do damage anyway. Two things you do want is, of course, you want the best gun, but you also want the best radio. You do not need the best engine or tracks, even if it helps moving around a bit. But you do need a radio to see what your friends see, and you need a gun to destroy the enemy. You have three types of shells at your disposal: HE shells, heat shells, and armor-piercing shells. Not every SPG uses all the three types of shells. Here, the Hummel uses only HE and heat shells. They're pretty much the same in terms of mechanics. They cause splash damage once they hit, which means you do not have to hit a tank directly in order to damage it. Armor-piercing shells have a much smaller splash damage, but once they hit a tank, it hurts. It basically destroys the tank entirely. So that's the Hummel for you. During this video you'll be able to see a number of tricks I'll use, and it's just general tips. But two things. First of all, when playing as the Hummel, position yourself always front to the enemy, and try to, when firing at the enemy, make sure that your gun is at the center of your body. This is so that in case the enemy moves and you have to move your gun a bit, you do not lose focus. If you have to move the entire vehicle, you lose a lot of focus. Second tip: if you fire at an enemy tank and the shell, you see a tank, the tank suddenly disappears from your vision, you fire anyway. Your shell flies through the map, hits the tank, or flies through the map, and suddenly there's no explosion. You see the shell suddenly disappearing where the tank was. That means you hit the tank because there was no explosion. That's a handy tip when you're not sure whether you hit a tank. If the shell disappears into thin air, that means you hit the tank. If there's an explosion, that means you hit the ground somewhere, or a building, or something equivalent. When playing an SPG, you could see at the beginning, always hide yourself in a bush, so that if an enemy comes, especially a light tank or a medium tank, you'll not be spotted right away. I'm staying silent here from now on, so just enjoy the video. And once again, sorry for the not best quality, but this is a very old laptop, and honestly, I still love it anyway.
vehicle knocked out. Enemy armor is destroyed. He's gone. Find another target.